Hello everybody, this is Doug Evans from DiscoverYourMissingPower.com, and today we're going to have a short little lesson on dreaming. And we all know how important dreaming is, but I think too many of us just forget how to dream. And that's really what we're going to try to cover today. If you all remember way back to when you were kids, dreaming was something that was a natural process. It was something you do with your friends on a Saturday afternoon. You may be lying down in the grass, looking at the clouds and dreaming of what you're going to do one day, what you're going to be one day, maybe where you're going to live one day. And you just dreamed and you dreamed for hours and you loved it. And at no time did you ever doubt that those dreams would come true. But then what happens? Life kind of happens. You start to become involved in things. And let's say maybe your dream was one day to be a sports star. You know, you're going to be that pro football player. And then you start advancing as you play Little League football and maybe get to high school ball. And you start to see, or you start to have coaches who tell you, you know, that you're a good player, but you're not a pro. And you feel disappointment because that was always your dream. And at that point, you listen to those people quite often, and they're kind of frequently your dream stealers, because maybe you could have, if you kept pursuing, really have accomplished that dream with a lot more work, with some more coaching, with some more encouragement. And instead, what happens? You end up giving up on that dream, and you go on to something else, or as I like to say, you settle. You settle for something else. It may not be your first choice, it may not even be your second choice, but you settle. And we start to get in that pattern. If you start to do something academically, your teachers start to tell you that you're limited in your abilities as a teacher, as a scientist, as a whatever. And you go on to college, and you go on to that college again, and what do? You settle. And not only do you settle, quite often when 17, 18-year-olds go on to college, you really don't know what you want to spend the rest of your life doing. You end up pursuing something that maybe is a good paying job. It maybe isn't really your passion. And it's something mom and dad encourage you to do. You know, mom and dad always wanted a doctor, they always wanted a lawyer, they always wanted a teacher. And they influence you into pursuing something because you really don't know what you want. And that's the real problem, is because you just plain don't know what you want. And you go on, and you settle. And before long, you start getting into that pattern. You buy your first house, it's not the dream house, but you settle for a house. You buy your first car, and you settle, but it's not your dream car. And life just kind of goes on that way, and we all forget how to dream. So what I'd like to encourage you to do, and what's ever so important to do, is to really sit back and take some time and figure out what your real passion in life is. What is your passion in life, and what you want to do as far as every day? What do you love to do? You know, do you love to look with electrical things, and therefore perhaps you want to be an electrician, or you want to somehow become involved with you know, just discovery process. You want to work indoors, you want to work outdoors. You love fly fishing, and so what you've always dreamed of, having your own fly fishing shop. So it's, what have you always dreamed of? And the question that really becomes, when you say, what have I dreamed of? So many people tell me that they haven't dreamed. You know, they haven't dreamed since they've been kids. They just don't take that time, because we all get so darn busy in our day-to-day life that you don't take that time to dream. And it's just so important for you to dream. And once you have that dream, then you can really start to move on with many other things, as far as goal setting and taking action and putting plans together and just all kinds of things. But you have to have that initial dream, and you have to spend the time, and you have to find out what you're passionate about, what you can get excited about, what you really deep down inside want to do. So spend some time and figure that out. And you know, the sky's the limit. Just because you're not currently now doing what you want to do, that is not important. You now have to dream of what you'd love to do, and with that dream you can get excited about it. It has to be something that you just love so much that you're going to get excited, and you're going to want to pursue it no matter what obstacles come in your way, because obstacles will come. And as those obstacles comes, you really have to have that game plan of just what are you going to do. And you have to want it so badly that you'll pursue it no matter what. So until next time, I think I'm really going to encourage you to spend some time to really get some quiet time. It has to be quiet time away from things, to kind of really let your mind wander. You know, it's the old daydreaming you got accused of as a kid. Do it again now as an adult and figure out just what the hell it is that you want to do and that you would really get excited about doing, and what it would be that really would make your life fulfilling. And when you do that, look from a career standpoint, look from a family standpoint, look from a financial, health-wise, spiritually. I mean, you have to look at all aspects. What would that perfect life be like, no matter what? If you wanted that perfect life, what would it be? And don't worry about anybody making fun of you or trying to steal that dream that maybe was stolen when you were little. Don't let anyone steal that dream. Now, that's what I'm here for, is to make sure that dream is not stolen and that you can accomplish and pursue and plan for that dream. So come up with the dream. Don't worry about the how. We're going to work on that later. But for right now, just what dream would you like to really make things fantastic and that would really make life just so much better and just so much more special to you? So give it some thought. Feel free to contact me at Doug@discoveryourmissingpower.com. Any questions, concerns, any way I can help you. But next time we're going to really get down to some specifics. Try to get you rolling. That now, once you have that dream and once you're protecting that dream from everybody else, no matter what the heck they have to say, you're protecting that dream and you're willing and wanting to move forward, we'll jump in, we'll move forward, and we'll come up with a plan to help you find that dream. That's what it's all about. And at this point, please, please dream and dream again. Until next time, I'm Doug Evans.